Hello everybody, I'm alpacapatrol, and this is Shovel Knight. That's right, I'm taking a look at Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight is a game that actually is being kickstarted right now. In fact, there should be, I think, 3 days left as of the release of this video. And Shovel Knight is sort of it's sort of a love letter to old school retro games, as you can sort of get the idea of with the soundtrack. By the way, the guy who made this soundtrack is the actual composer of the original Mega Man soundtrack, so that's pretty darn cool. So yeah, you could go check out the Kickstarter. The information is all down in the description for Yacht Club Games, and also the Kickstarter, so that you can kickstart this game. They've actually already been funded, but we can get stretch goals. So why don't we jump into the game and see what it's like? Now, immediately, you'll kind of get the idea of this being a sort of take on old retro-style games. So right now, we have the stage Pridemore Keep, and our boss is going to be the King Knight. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and do that. I actually can't walk anywhere, but I assume that that will be a feature later on. This is only the press build, so it does actually only contain this intro level. So, as you can see, we are the Shovel Knight, which we have some badass horns as well, and a badass shovel. So, basically what we're going to be doing here is picking up as much money as we can possibly get. From what I can tell, money is important for respawn. So, now I'm going to start off by saying, actually, this game is a little bit less, is a little bit more forgiving than I thought it was. Thought it was going to be, considering the kind of source material of what it's trying to be. But actually, you know what, before we continue here, so I'm using an Xbox 360 controller. It is already mapped to the Xbox 360, which is pretty nice, because if you look at what is happening with those, that's weird. So yeah, it's already mapped to, Daisy, I always forget about that pot. It is mapped to the Xbox 360 controller already, which is pretty nice, because if you do remember, Super House of Dead Ninjas was not originally, it is now, but that doesn't really matter. Anyway, this game has pretty controls what you would expect. X on the Xbox 360 controller, or the left face button, is attack. A is jump, and you can move with the left analog stick or the D-pad. I'm actually moving with the left analog stick, which could be sort of blasphemous, perhaps. Is there anything here that we can do? Not really. Doesn't look like it. Which could well be blasphemous for a platformer, but I don't know. I find it to be a little better. I mean, keep in mind that the Xbox D-pad is really god-awful, but it's okay. So the controls work about as well as you could possibly expect out of a game of this variety. Oh god. Okay, we picked up some magic, which magic potions are for magic items. Now we don't have one yet, but you'll see once we finally do receive that. So anyway, let's just keep on going, getting some rubles, getting ready to go. Now, as you can see, and as I mentioned, this game is a little bit more forgiving than I expected it to be, considering the source material. However, it is filled with secrets. So, for instance, our first secret. By the way, I totally didn't time this on purpose, but our first secret is indeed this, which isn't much of a secret, admittedly. We only got that's a full health, by the way. And the game is packed full of secrets, as you would expect from a game of this sort. Now, we're actually encountering our first sort of gimmicky enemy, which is pretty cool. Basically, you have to attack him a different way each time. Obviously, he can either put a shield up in the air, or put it down at his side so that you can't attack him from a frontal assault, or you have to go for an aerial assault. Oh wait, okay, hold on. I can potentially not screw this up. Come on, baby. Come on. Yep, there we go. Cool. We got another extra giant gem by setting up that enemy there. We could actually reset. If I go back into this room, I'm actually going to take damage. Yeah. But if I go back to this room, as you can see, we actually enemies do reset when you go back through over the screen. Oh, you know, I just missed out on another secret. I just realized. See, enemy placement is very important in games like this. So what we could have done, yeah. As you can see, if we were to have jumped on that beetle's head, I wonder if I could still do it. No, I actually can't do it. I mean, I could do it, but I'd have to take damage. But that's not that important. We will get another sort of secret, or not really a secret, but this is something that you can only do on your first attempt. So if I were to come back into this room, I actually would not be able to do it because of the ladder placement here. So I'm actually not able to reach that ladder anymore. so I can't do it again. Oh, I totally am. Never mind, I'm just kidding. I'm totally talking out of my ass, but that's okay. So we have encountered, as you can see on the top left-hand side of the screen, we do have an item. That is our, well, I don't know, for lack of a better term, our fire staff, which does a good amount of damage, and you attack with up and attack. Let's use it on these guys since they wanna be all cool, not having the fire staff. As you can see, it is consuming actually magic power, which is pretty cool. Now, the first time I did this, this specifically, I never went up this ladder. So let's take a look at what's going on up this ladder. Oh, let's use that real quick. All right, we're actually pretty low on magic power, unfortunately. Kind of a bummer. We got some extra gems here. I don't know what they're actually called. They appear like rupees to me. But anyway. So yeah, money, as far as I can tell, has to do a lot with respawn. You lose money on respawn. Oops-a-daisy. Okay. This is a sort of I guess a mini-boss, you could call it. And basically, it's like these old-school retro games, indeed, in that you basically just need to learn the patterns. I took a good amount of damage my first time through, but you don't really, once you understand the patterns, there's almost no reason to take any damage at all anymore. So we have defeated those rats, which again, okay, actually no, this is fine. The flying rats are fine over here. What we want to do is actually, okay, we only need actually 2. So let's see if I can do it like that. Oh, balls, I messed it up. Can I get back? No, I can't. Oh, man. Hold on, I actually want to reset those enemies there real quick. See if they come back. Do I get 2? No, I don't. Alright. Let's go try to reset some enemies. Ooh, nice. Got a big gem for that one. By the way, when you die, you do lose any item that you were carrying, as far as I can tell, and all of your magic power as well. So anyway, let's reset these enemies real quick since I messed it up the first time, because I'm an idiot. But that's okay. So let's reset them all. It's pretty nice being able to reset puzzles. Oh no! We died and we lost our fire staff. So as you can see, we have lost some money. We have lost our fire staff, which is kind of a bummer. Because, you know, fire staffs are cool, man. Would you... If you had an option between fire staff or no fire staff, I think you would choose fire staff, wouldn't you? Oh, okay, we're still good. We're still good. We just gotta kind of bait these guys in over here. Oh, damn it, I messed it up again. I can't believe I'm such an idiot, but basically, it's not that big of a secret, but you can indeed go on top of that sort of parapet there and actually get some extra money. It doesn't really give you that much, so it's not that big of a deal. Oh, I messed it up too. God! Let's Play Curse, man. You just gotta play very poorly when you're recording a game. I did all of these things wonderfully last time. Alright, so let's get this guy to fall on the ground and take him out. You don't actually need to take him out, as far as I know, anyway. Yeah, it just gives you some things. But that's fine. Anyway, let's keep going. And basically, you know, this game plays as well as you would like it to. As you can see, we've encountered another sort of gimmicky puzzle type effect. We hit those books, and when we hit the books, we get platforms. So that's sort of part of it. Now, I didn't actually mention this, though I should have. A very important aspect of this game is being able to... Oh, God! Is using a downwards attack, which is what we've been doing. Oh, God. Which is, like so. When you use a downwards attack, it allows you to bounce off of enemies, which is a very important mechanic in this game, as you can see, especially in trying to... and you can also permanently jump if you wanted to, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, in order to get a lot of the secrets in the game, you actually do need to use the downwards attack to jump onto enemies. I screwed up that first one there, but oops-a-daisy. Alright, let's stand here and wait for him to fire his fireballs. Yeah, using the downwards attack, oh dear, is actually very, very important throughout most of the gameplay. Oh dear. Okay, we got a bunch of magic, which we totally don't need. We also don't need that, that honey ham. Indeed, we're actually, I think, about to encounter our boss here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, indeed we are. So, this is going to actually be the end of, this particular... Oh, I totally forgot that there's You know, silly me, modern game player, totally expecting... No, get out! Oh, we couldn't get out. Totally expecting, oh, here we go. Oh, I screwed that up. It's alright. A cutscene during a boss fight, which I shouldn't have. Okay, so we're doing actually very poorly on this boss, but, I've fought this boss twice now. I've played through this, this game twice through already. No, don't, nope. Not gonna stand there for him to do his thing. But yeah, I've fought through this boss twice now already, and for the most part, he's not terribly difficult. I may well lose on this just because Let's Play Curse, but which would be kind of a bummer. But oh my god, I think I am gonna lose on this. Maybe, maybe not. Hopefully not. Ah, we took him out. Fantastic. So as you can see, with the life that you get at the very beginning, you can tank through the entire boss while playing extremely poorly. So, by the way, there's the QR code. You can definitely use that, I think, anyway. I'm pretty sure that works like so. So you can use the QR code to get to their Kickstarter page, I assume. I actually have no idea how QR codes work, man. I'm a casual scum when it comes to QR codes. But, yeah, so it was kind of hard to sort of get my thoughts out on the game while we were playing. Because, you know, it sort of moves at a pretty fast pace. It moves about as fast as you really want it to. Let's go. We can go back to the main menu, or not the main menu, but obviously we can put in our own name. So let's put in the name Dad, because I don't know, I feel like it. It actually is our highest score. Indeed, it actually isn't our highest score. My last score was 1700. But as far as my impressions of the game, from the little bit that I can see so far, I really like it. It's really fun. It really captures that sort of old school vibe, that sort of retro game vibe, really well. The amount of secrets and stuff, it makes you want to go back and replay levels to find everything. Because I have already found, on my second playthrough, I found 3 more things than I did initially. So, I'm sure there's a bunch of secrets that I'm already missing, and I'm sure there's more stuff to find, which is really cool. I mean, that really adds to gameplay. As far as, like, really impressions are concerned, honestly, you sort of get what you see. I don't think that there's going to be a large amount of depth beyond what you see right now to the game, but that's not what they're going for anyway, right? I mean, it's supposed to be, you know, old school inspired, a love letter to old school retro games. Just have a great art style, have a great soundtrack, have cool mechanics. Oh dear, I can't believe I got hit by that. Cool, fun mechanics, and that's really what this game is, and that's more than fine. It's awesome. I'm having a great time with this game so far, from the little bit that I've played. Now, of course, I imagine since this is the starting level that the game is going to pick up in difficulty later on. But this first level is indeed quite easy to sort of pick up and play. Which, you know, for some people perhaps could be a bad thing, for others is probably a good thing. I mean, I don't think a game needs to be needlessly difficult in order for it to be fun. Mechanically, if you grew up on these types of games, then it'll all make sense to you. That's kind of weird, actually. As far as anything that I've seen glitch-wise, keep in mind this game is in alpha. If you see any glitches at all, I don't know if you have. But, yeah, I mean, there's some animation glitches from... Oh, damn it, I messed it up. No, maybe I didn't mess it up. I didn't mess it up yet. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Oh, wow, that's difficult. Hold on, let me see if I can do that again. I'm gonna take damage for it, but that's fine. So what we have to do is we actually have to trigger one. Is he gonna turn around? You're gonna head towards me, buddy? No, he's not. Doesn't look like it. Alright, that seems pretty difficult. Basically, I have to trigger one of these, land on it, and then jump up to the next one, is what I can tell so far anyway. Oh, and I died like an idiot. That's not a big deal. But, I don't need to go through a whole other run to sort of get my impressions of the game. You understand basically what I'm trying to say. There's really not much to say about the game other than it's really fun. I love the soundtrack is already great. The gameplay, mechanically, is awesome. It works as well as you would expect. It's a lot of fun. All the mechanics are very fun to play around with. Oops, a daisy. Oh, I couldn't jump on top of that one. That's weird. It's very fun, and I totally envision myself having a great time with this game in the future. Now, you can kickstart this game right now and get more stretch goals. I'm not actually sure. They've been gaining momentum day by day, so honestly, I don't know what stretch goals they have to meet now. One of the stretch goals was actually getting the composer for Mega Man, and they did achieve that, which is pretty darn cool, which I'm pretty excited about. Oops, a daisy, we're still good. I'm just gonna go this way. No sense in wasting any time. But yeah. So there are other stretch goals that you can, and the other benefit that you get from kickstarting the game. Oh, I'm an idiot. The other benefit that you get from kickstarting the game is, of course, being able to get the game early and play it, which is great, and being able to follow the development and all that. So I would thoroughly suggest that you do so. The game is a lot of fun. I'm having a great time with it. I'm gonna have a great time with it when it comes out. I'm excited to play it. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. There's really not much else to really say about Shovel Knight. As you can see, the checkpoint system is pretty nice, which is not... This actually is totally not retro-inspired. If you, again, are a fan of those old-school games. Let's see if I can actually do this time. I think I did it, like, the wrong way the first time I did it. Yeah, I missed it. Yeah, I think I, like, came over here. I don't know what happened. But, yeah. So, oh, and I messed that up too. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, what you see is what you get, with Shovel Knight. But, what you get is really, really cool, especially if you're into that, type of thing. Now, like I said, the reason that it's sort of forgiving, less, unforgiving, which I guess is a double negative, not what I really need to do. Yeah, it's more forgiving, than I would expect out of a game that is retro-inspired, in that the checkpoint system is really just the last screen you're on. I'm not opposed to it because it makes for better gameplay, more fun gameplay anyway. You know, that's fine. I don't think I need to restart the level at the very beginning in order to make the game fun or challenging. Honestly, really, I think the developers are of the mind, which I am also of the mind, to say that save points really aren't a game mechanic. A lot of games use them now and pretend that they're a game mechanic, but really the only reason that retro games didn't have save points or checkpoints, or very many checkpoints, was just for the lack of memory, really, more than anything else. Shovel Knight, I guess, sort of agrees with that, in that it doesn't really add to the gameplay to force the player to start the level all over again. And I'm okay with that. I don't think that really needs to... I think if you have interesting enemy types, you have interesting game mechanics, then you don't need to arbitrarily add difficulty through some retro-inspired limitations, which we've actually gotten to the boss second time, which I totally did not mean to do. But this game is really fun to play, and you kind of go into sort of a zen mode playing it, especially, I want to reiterate, especially if you were into games of the Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Nintendo era style gameplay, which I totally was. Totally grew up on all that stuff. Now, as far as markets are concerned, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be the kind of thing that's going to be for fans of this old school thing, or if this is going to reach a wider audience. I'm not sure. I don't know if that's really important to the developers, to be honest with you. I think having sort of a game that appeals to people who love this sort of gameplay is fine, and I don't think they really need to reach beyond a niche audience. That said, though, I mean, they've already raised over $150,000 as of recording this, so maybe it's not so niche after all. Anyway, I would definitely suggest you kickstart this game if you like the gameplay. If this gameplay doesn't look interesting to you, then it's probably not for you. That said, I would definitely suggest you try it out, especially if you haven't ever played Super Nintendo titles or Nintendo Entertainment System titles, old school platformers. Because it's a genre that isn't really explored as much as it should. And this love letter to old school games is a success, in my eyes anyway, in emulating that. It's a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to play the game when it comes out. I would suggest that you check out the Kickstarter, fund it, or perhaps just keep your eyes on it for when the game does finally launch. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I do this checkout series somewhat regularly, maybe infrequently. There are more titles coming out very soon for me to check out, so feel free to stop by the channel and make sure to see more videos like this in the future. I primarily do indie games, in that I check out indie games that are coming out in the near future, Shovel Knight, or trying to sort of spotlight something that needs some help. Indeed, I think Shovel Knight could use a little bit more help, a little bit more money to reach their stretch goal. So, you know, hopefully you guys do that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay, hopefully you enjoyed Shovel Knight. And I love you. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Alpaca Patrol signing out. Peace, fools.